Thank you very much, Director of Ceremony, Honorable Dr. Naledi Pandor, Minister of International Relations and Cooperation of the Republic of South Africa, and the Chairperson of the SADC Ministerial Committee of the organ, Honorable Ministers here present, distinguished Head of Mission, Head of Regional Coordination Mechanism, and the Force Commander, SAMIM, Chiefs of Defense Forces, Chiefs of Police, and Director Generals here present, senior officials, Director of Organ and the Secretariat team. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you all. It is my honor and privilege to have this opportunity to make my first remarks as the Executive Secretary at this extraordinary meeting of the Ministerial Committee of the organ Troika, plus the personnel contributing countries and the Republic of Mozambique. That is taking place here in Pretoria, Republic of South Africa. The nature of the meeting demands a physical presence of ministers, and this is despite the challenges and imminent risks associated with COVID-19. The pandemic continues to impact the world in many ways and forces us to find new approaches, not only to respond to it, but to work around it as well. Your presence here today is testimony to your commitment towards ensuring regional peace and security. Allow me to register our gratitude and sincere appreciation to the government and the people of South Africa for their warm welcome to me and the Secretariat team, and for the generosity of availing excellent facilities and services for this meeting. Chairperson and honorable ministers, as you may recall, the extraordinary summit of heads of state and government of the 23rd of June 2021 approved the provision of regional support to the sister country, the Republic of Mozambique, in her efforts to fight terrorists in the Cabo Delgado province. In this regard, the mission in Mozambique was deployed under Scenario 6 of the SADC Standby Force for an initial period of 3 months, from the 15th July to the 15th of October 2021, with a provision for consideration of an extension or de-escalation. Please allow me, honorable ministers, to inform you that the SADC mission in Mozambique commenced deployment on the 9th of July with the regional coordination mechanism in Maputo and attained full operational capability on the 30th of August this year. A relative delay was experienced due to the complexity of this mission and logistical challenges during the projection of the forces into the operation area. The deployment of the SADC mission in Mozambique has yielded considerable progress, resulting in the capture of many insurgents. The mission has unfortunately lost 3 soldiers, and may their souls rest in eternal peace. Chairperson, honorable ministers, your meeting will consider the report on the assessment of SAMIM as conducted by the Regional Coordination Mechanism during the period of the 11th to the 14th of September 2021, and draw recommendations to be considered by the extraordinary organ Troika Summit of tomorrow. In conclusion, let me congratulate Honorable Dr. Naledi Pandor, the Minister of International Relations and Cooperation of the Republic of South Africa, for assuming the role of Chairperson of the Ministerial Committee of the organ. The Secretariat and I assure you of our dedicated and professional service throughout your tenure. Allow me at this juncture to invite you, Honorable Minister and Chairperson, to deliver your opening remarks. You have the floor, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Executive Secretary. Incoming Chair, Honorable Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of International Relations and Cooperation of the Republic of Namibia. Outgoing Chair, Honorable Dr. Lemogang Kwape, Foreign Minister of the Republic of Botswana. Honorable Minister Amade Mikwidade, Minister of Home Affairs of the Republic of Mozambique. Honorable Ministers and Deputy Ministers present. Ambassadors and High Commissioners, Your Excellency, Mr. Makhosi, Executive Secretary of SADC, senior officials, ladies and gentlemen. Dear colleagues, allow me to begin by apologizing for the late start of our ministerial meeting. This was due to circumstances beyond my control. It is not my practice to be a late one, and I hope that this will not repeat itself during this time as South Africa is in the organ chair. Allow me then to express my great pleasure and indeed honor at being able to welcome you to this very important meeting of the Extraordinary Ministerial Committee of the Organ Troika, which includes personnel contributing countries plus the Republic of Mozambique. We are indeed honored that although the invitation came to you very late, you honored our request to be present in Pretoria. I think this is one of our first physical meetings in almost 2 years in Pretoria, and I'm most grateful for your presence. I'm addressing you today for the first time since we as South Africa assumed our responsibility as chair of the SADC organ on politics, defense and security cooperation. I would like to begin by expressing our appreciation to the outgoing chair, Dr. Kwape of Botswana, for his leadership of the organ in the past year. I hope I will do half as well as he did. I'm equally appreciative of the support and cooperation of our incoming chair, Namibia. Your Excellency, as Secretary has said, we've assembled today to consider the very important matter of reviewing the operations of the SADC mission in our sister country, Mozambique. All of you will recall that the SADC Extraordinary Summit that was held on the 23rd of June 2021 in Maputo approved the deployment of the SADC Standby Force Rapid Deployment Capability Mission in Mozambique, and that this would happen by 15th July 2021, with the intention to combat acts of terrorism and violent extremism in the Cabo Delgado region. This deployment was approved for an initial period of 3 months, subject to extension for further periods, depending on the evolution of the operational situation on the ground. It had been agreed that the SAMIM deployment would be preceded by the deployment of the coordination mechanism. As the Executive Secretary has said, the mandate of the SADC mission is due to expire on 15th October this year. It's thus critical that this meeting receives a report and assessment of the coordination mechanism, as well as the recommendation for the way forward for this important mission. We hope that we will also get a report from the Republic of Mozambique on their own analysis and assessment of the contribution of Samim, with an emphasis on progress, maybe challenges, and some thoughts on the way forward for the mission. I wish to expressly appreciate the presence of personnel contributing countries, whose input is critical to the work of the organ and this mandate. The deliberations we will have this evening and our recommendations will be presented to their excellencies, our heads of state, at the extraordinary organ Troika summit, plus the Republic of Mozambique, tomorrow morning. I sincerely look forward to our deliberations as we discuss the important matters on our agenda, and with these few words, I am happy to declare our meeting open.